Okay, let's get this manky old strap off the watch. For that I'm going to use my spring bar remover. What you do is you pry the little notch on the spring bar and just push it inwards. Very nice little tool. The case is sandwiched together, held in place by the crystal. And to get it out, or separate the case, you use the case back opening knife. Oh, look at all that gunk in there. Lovely. Now I'm going to remove the split stem, as it's holding the movement in the case, like so. And pry up the in the bezel, which also has the minute markers on them. Now the bezel ring also holds the movement in place, and as it has a two-step groove on the underside, one pressing onto the dial and one onto the case itself. So now we can actually remove the movement. Now taking the movement out, you can see it's a caliber 430, an in-house Roma movement with a beautiful micro-regulator, 17 joules, and a fairly fine finish. Good stuff. Time to put the Roma back together, and we're going to do it in time lapse because we're going to limit the size of this video, and you've got plenty of other service videos of me putting watches together, but you will get the joy of seeing it coming back together, hopefully very fast. And we'll do a final little review when it's fully put together, and you get an idea of how this is a very nice movement. Great, look at that. I have a running movement. That didn't take long at all, did it? Anyway, upwards and onwards. Let's put it on the timographer. Okay, let's see how the rover performs. 0.1 beat error, I'm good with that. Plus 3 seconds a day, I'm good with that. 276 amplitude, I'm good with that. Alright, this is dial down position. Let's do dial up position. That's 4 seconds a day. 264 amplitude. It's probably going to go up as it settles. Very good. Okay, let's do dial down position. Oh, it's performing like an ETA. Wow. Plus 4 seconds a day. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, let's do this here. That's what we do. Dial up position. Oh, now we've got a little bit of variation here. See if that settles. Minus 21, but it's settling. See what it does. It's straightening out. Minus 8. So our variations are going pretty much from fastest plus 7 to minus 8. That is extraordinary good for a watch this age, I would say. Going back to dial down, and that will straighten up and gain. There you go. Move it back to start position. Let's see that amplitude go up again. 271 plus what, 3-4. Really good, very close to COSC standards. That is impressive. I'm very happy with that. So I have cleaned up the case, which I presume has never been polished before because the edges are pretty sharp. They've got a light wear to them, but overall very good condition. And if you look at the case back, it's just, you know, that is as crisp as it gets pretty much for a used watch. Very impressive. What's not impressive is this huge crack in the original crystal that has a date magnifying glass. That would be difficult to find. But what I have found is a new crystal that fits. That was one of my tweezers falling on the ground. There you go. So what happens is that this pops in here. It's a tight fit. And you squeeze it together in the case, sandwich it in like so. Really cool construction. There we go. All right, let's get the dial and hands onto this watch and case it. Looking in the case back, it's a distraction. You can see it does have a service mark in there, so it's a it's been serviced at least once in its life. Here we got the dial. Which is in this lovely condition. There we go. The dial screw was not engaging correctly, but it is now, and the dial is secure. This movement is just fitted in like this. I'm going to put the hands on while I have it in the case, because it's a split stem. It will just make my life a lot easier setting the hands. There we go, date change. Not as snappy as certain other brands, but we can't have it all. Just going to polish these hands a bit. So, setting the hands, I'm just going to very lightly press it down. Go through 24 hours to see where I'm at the date change. It looks pretty good to me. Pretty close to 12 o'clock. Actually happy with that, so I'm going to press it down. Here we go. And with that, I'm going to align the minute hand. Let's see how the date changes. You can also see where we're at 6 o'clock. Fairly well aligned. Happy with that. Let's see the date change. Yeah, 2 minutes before. That is absolutely fine on a watch like this. It's not the snappiest date change, but I'm happy with that. So put the minute hand on. Make sure I got clearance. Next, we're going to put the sweep second hand on. Which is my favorite feature on any mechanical watch, is just watching that sweep second move. that way. So now we're going to fit this ring here. This ring unfortunately has a little bit of patina on it. I've cleaned it up to the best of my abilities. So let's try and align it up as well as we can. This ring helps hold the movement in place, so it's very essential. If you get one of these and it's completely gone, I recommend you could just respray it, maybe have the markers put on again, but this is good enough for me. I think it's quite nice with a little bit of patina, as the dial is absolutely perfect on this. I think this is going to work very well. So luminous compound, I believe it's all original in this watch. It's discolored a little bit more on the outer, or the holding outer ring here, the bezel ring, than on the hands, but we'll leave it as is. I've got to blow away the dust from the underside of the crystal. See if this crystal fits with the bezel ring. I hope so. Yes, it does. Good. Here's the movement. Movement is tight in there. Good. It's not rattling around. Pooh! That's good, because it's nice to get a crystal that fits. There we have it. Here's our aroma. Well, I'm very excited to see what James thinks of it and what strap he will find for it. I am not sure I want to sell this watch because it's so darn cool. See what James say. Let's see what James will say.